Entrégate a la radio que sí te mueve.
Buenos días, amigos. ¿Oyeron? El hombre araña. Este es del grupo Fuego de Indio. Es una cumbia para ponernos a mover. El hombre araña.
In Mexico, it seems like everything is very traditional, especially with my grandparents. They're all Catholic. In this environment, which is the south area of the United States, which is really segregated. And I would speak Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, you know how to speak Spanish?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do," because that's where that's where I'm from. That's who I am.
Hi, we're here today interviewing a student leader named Saida Segura. She is a student leader and student role model for many racial and ethnic students on campus. Saida, can you tell us a little bit about your ethnic identity before coming to MSU?
In Mexico, it seems like everything is very traditional, especially with my grandparents. They're all Catholic, so everything is very traditional. You know, family is like number one. That's like the values. Family always comes first before anything. And then when I moved to the United States, it's a little hard because I was living in an American culture where at the house I lived in a Mexican house with traditional values, but then outside of my house and my porch it was like American values, which is not as family oriented, I don't think. And so it's a little different because my mother kept saying, be in Mexican and do this and do that. And then you would go outside and like, what are you doing? Like, where are you from? So it was a little different. It was more like the family orientation versus the non-family orientation.
Did you notice that you kept those values that were rooted in from your family, or?
Well, the thing is that when I moved up here to Michigan, I was not around any Mexicans in Georgia, and I think I kind of missed that because I could only speak Spanish in my house and no one else knew how to speak Spanish. So when I moved to Michigan State, I was shocked because I found people that spoke Spanish and it was not my brother or my sister. So it was interesting, and then once I got to know them, you know, I started learning even more about my culture and knowing what it was really like growing up being Mexican in the United States, because I was always in this little Caucasian mentality, like I wasn't me, I wasn't my culture.
Did you feel like at MSU, you were kind of shedding a layer of your childhood?
Yes, because if I think of schools down in the South, like University of Tennessee or University of Georgia, I think you will still find a lot of different backgrounds and you will still find a lot of international students, but yet you're still going to be in this environment with just the South area of the United States, which is really segregated. And in the North is still segregated. The difference between the South and the North is in the South they'll tell you that they're segregated, people are segregated, but in the North they won't. But when I came up here, I found different groups like Culturas de las Razas Unidas, which was like founded by not just Mexicans, but like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and it was like a sense of community, like, oh wow, like I like this is me, this is my culture, like I like being here, I want to stay here because I want to be like them. Oh, he's a doctor and he's Mexican, wow, you know, like there's someone that looks like me, that has my hair, that has my eyes, that, you know, that I can relate to, which is a good thing. You just, you know, you don't want people to always be like you because, like I say, you always need diversity, but at the same time you do need a sense of community as well. And when you're far away from home, they're your family and they understand the language you speak, they understand the food that you eat. Even for African American students, Black Student Alliance, Black Caucuses, and the Culturas de las Razas Unidas, all these cultural events or organizations, they make the students feel at home and like that in the corner of a university they can come there and be themselves.
So you learned a lot from people within these programs, and you really got a chance at college to be involved with and be around and develop relationships with people that you relate to.
And that's a good point to relate with, because all these programs on campus are mainly created or funded with the purpose of making students feel like they have a sense of home, like a sense of community, like a sense of someone that they are back at home.
Was that what got you into mentoring and fellowship, or what motivated you to get more involved?
getting to know them and getting to know more people, like different kinds of people around MSU, motivated me in kind of getting into all these different things that I've done throughout my college career, because it's just, I've seen people from different nations, from people that speak different languages, so like it excites me because I never had that. It was like I lived in this little box and I never had anything else but this box, and when I moved up here I have this globe and I can just move around it whenever I want. And I don't actually have to get on a plane and go somewhere. Like, it's really here.
And when you look back on MSU, how much has MSU culturally developed you, alongside also educationally developing you?
Books anyone can pick up and read. I mean, you don't have to even be in college. You can go to a library and read it. So for me, coming to Michigan State and getting my education here it's valuable, of course, because I'm going to have a great job when I graduate, because I'm in one of the best programs in the nation in the business college. But everything that I've learned culturally, you can't just pick up in a book and have a sense for that. You cannot integrate that into your lifetime. You can't read a book and say, oh, how to be this, how to be that. You can't do that. You have to experience it. You have to talk to people. You have to go through experiences in your life. You have to move away. You have to take a walk in the park. You have to hold someone's hand. You have to feel someone's hair. You have to look at someone's eyes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get that from a book. So culturally has been a tremendous like experience for me here at Michigan State, because I don't think I would have had this experience at home. So back in Georgia.